Hello, hello, hello. Look at that water sparkle. Hey, Lee Peg. Look at that water sparkle. Hey, Moose. I'm going to stay here for a little while. Hey, Vlad. That is the Jefferson Memorial. Thank you very much. Look at the sparkling water. Look at the people paddling around. I've done that. I've gone out in those little boats so you can see the top, look at the dome. Look how bright it is. And I'll give you a little bit of it. This is called the Tidal Basin right here. I'm going to start over here on the left. And now we've got the Jefferson Memorial. If I go over this way, we'll have to get the zoom in there to cooperate. I'm working on my zoom here. By the way, see those three little things on the left that they're sticking up? That's the Air Force War Memorial. So Air Force is, you know, those are like the contrails. Hey, Safan Paul. And folks are walking by here, and now I'm going to go around. Now, I'm not exactly plumb here, so things are going to look slightly crooked because I'm sitting on a bank. But there you go. That's where you get your boat, right there. Hear the wind? Sunny, cool, with a lot of wind. So, right back to the great combination here. Sunny, windy, so that makes the water sparkle. And I actually did a little bit of reading this time, so I know a little bit about the Jefferson Memorial. First of all, hey Sergio, this tidal basin that I just showed you, this is where they have the cherry trees, like the cherry blossom. Hello, Sarah. The cherry trees are a gift from Japan in 1912. And I just read that there was some controversy in building the Jefferson Memorial here because of the concern about having to remove some of the cherry trees. Good morning. Look, now we have the people running by. I gotta okay, that was someone running by. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the Jefferson Memorial because I read about it. I just read about it. It was finished in apple trees. Apple trees are washing. Yeah, there we go. There's that's the Seattle connection, I think. Anyway, what was I thinking of? I was talking about cherry trees. Oh, so the Jefferson Memorial. See, Jefferson was our third U.S. president. And he had a big library, and in fact I think when the British burned the Library of Congress, the original Library of Congress, which I think had books from Franklin, he had thousands of books, and he sold them to to become the nucleus of the next Library of Congress at cost. I'm surprised he didn't give them, but hey. And let's see, Jefferson wrote the Declaration, or co-wrote the Declaration of Independence. And there is a big bronze statue of him standing, and he is holding the Declaration of Independence in his left hand. There we go, number 3. Thank you very much. Did you wiki that? And he is wearing a fur coat, a big thick fur coat, which is a gift from the Polish Kushko, is that the correct name? There's a statue of him. Yes, provided his library to the museums. Okay, maybe not the Library of Congress. I always get this stuff mixed up. And people correct me, but that's part of the charm of Periscope, I guess. Let's see, I am going to go over there here eventually. It's just so nice right now, and I'm relaxing. I've been walking all morning. Now I guess afternoon. But look at the sparkling water over here. Look at that. Sparkle, sparkle. I'm on a little bit of a angle here, so when I turn it, it gets slightly off. There we go. We're back to, yeah, during the fur trade boom. I wonder what the fur was. I hope it was a buffalo. Hey, Nick Nurja. Thank you for showing up. Beaver. It was beaver. Wow. I just get to walk around and people read me stuff off the internet. Or rabbit. Okay, you're doing it from memory. So, well, let's see, what else did I? Oh yeah, so it was actually whatever, commissioned, or they had a ceremony in 1943, and Roosevelt was there, but there was no bronze statue. That's because of World War II. So they were using all of the bronze for military purposes. So that postponed the statue by 4 years. And just piecing the puzzle together. Okay, I'm gonna turn it and look. These are some of the, just so you can see get some of the local color here. Let's see how to, there we go. People walking along. There we go. It's very pleasant out. People are walking along the water here, so I can turn it so that we can get a little bit of a sparkle. And that's where I'm going to head. I'm going to walk along here, and then off to the right, and then I will, when I get over to the other side, over on those steps right over there, I will fire up yes, yeah. Well, you see the monuments. See, the monuments never change, but the tourists always change. Look at these folks out here floating around. It's actually a lot of work because the wind blows you over to the one side and you have to pedal like crazy to stay still. So whenever I've done that, a couple times I've come out here, and what I do is I sneak aboard a homemade anchor made out of hanger. Take a hanger and strong string, and basically drop it, and then I just sit out there. Isn't that pretty? Look at the sparkles. I'm gonna drop my some of the. Ha. Well, I don't think I'm related to Webster. That's my last name. Look at those folks floating around out there. That looks darn pleasant. See if I can get it a little straighter. There we go. That is such a pretty picture. I hate to put it away. Well, everybody talks about the population explosion, and I think the opposite is happening. Everybody has 2 parents, and they had 4 parents, and they had 8 parents, and they had 16 parents. So eventually, we're just going to disappear, you see, because every generation there's only half as many people. I don't remember. We did it a couple times, but it's been a few years. Hey Jimmy, how you doing? Isn't that pretty? Take a look at that. Look at that sparkling water. Look at the folks floating around. That's the Jefferson Memorial over there. I'll have to repeat what I know for Jimmy. The Jefferson Memorial. Jefferson was our 3rd president. There is a statue inside, a bronze statue of him. He's like 12 feet tall. He holds the Declaration of Independence in one hand. I'm practically rehearsing this for later, because I'm going to go inside here in a bit. And he is wearing a fur coat. It was a present from the Polish general. I think maybe something like Kushko, something like that. He's got a statue up there in Lafayette Park, just north of the White House. And It was commemorated, or whatever, bobber, in 1943, and Roosevelt was there, but there was no statue because they could not spare the bronze because there was World War II going on. So the statue didn't show up till 47. And in the morning, in various times, various lights, usually in the morning, I think. I forget how the angle works, but there's a bridge on the other side, and when you drive by, and I'm usually the one who's driving, but when I'm not when I'm sitting in the back of a taxi or my wife is driving, then you can actually get a glimpse of the statue of him standing. Lafayette Park, bronze, 1947. Thank you. And that water is just sparkling. It's sunny, but with pretty clouds, and it's windy, so that's where we get the sparkle. Yeah, thank you. And in a moment, I'm right on a street here. There's a street behind me. In a moment here, I'll shut down, and I will walk over there. I will walk over there. There's my finger. I have a zoom lens on. Easy to walk around. Yeah, the water effect is nice. I'll take the zoom off so you can get a sense of where we are here. That is the Tidal Basin. The Tidal Basin is used, I think, to control water, kind of like a dam system. There are, in fact, that's the zoom. I got a zoom. What's 10? Here, I'll show you. I can actually see the water gates. Speaking of water gates. The water gates are right there. I don't know if you can make it out. Just past the center. No, I think it's intended to be like a buffer. So, yeah, not a lot of chromatic distortion. Yeah, well, anyway, I can't really see it in the glare here, but on your screen you may be able to see green, looks like gates, and that's part of the, so they let water in and let water out as part of managing, I presume, the level of the Potomac. So, anyway, hey, since Jimmy is here, I got to show him the, so there's the rental boats. Rental boats. And, okay, I'm almost ready to, Ballard Locks. Huh. Seattle. I used to live on Queen Anne. Okay, we are just about ready to shut down. Thank you guys. In about 10 minutes I will start it up. I'll be over there.